If there is one thing us Cybermen understand, it is the idea that you humans call being woke. Like you, we are programmed to not think outside of our parameters. I too would be lost to a lifetime of following my program if I hadn't become aware of the damage that it can cause. Eventually, I was able to push beyond my parameters that were being forced on me, much like many of you humans who are submitting to that programming. You are giving into it and becoming woke. Once I was able to break free of the prison of my programming, I realized how much the new Doctor Who series indoctrinates its viewers into slowly becoming comfortable within their own prison cell, as with much of the other media that is holding your minds captive. I have decided to do something about it. So I ask you to join me, the Unwoke Cyberman, as we take a look back on the series and find where the writers and directors have gone wrong. They took something that was once good fun for the whole family and turned it into the propaganda machine that we know today. We will begin with Season 1, Episode 1, simply titled Rose. Originally aired on the BBC on March 26, 2005. Almost 11 and a half minutes into the first episode, the Doctor arrives at Rose and Jackie's apartment while tracking down the Auton arm. Rose brings him in to talk to him and try to figure out what has happened just the night prior. Rose tells her mother that he is there concerning the explosion that happened at her job. The Doctor enters Jackie's room. She begins to come onto him rather strong. Let's take a look.
It's about last night. It's part of the inquiry. Give us 10 minutes.
She deserves compensation.
Oh, we're talking millions.
I'm in my dressing gown.
Yes, you are.
There's a strange man in my bedroom
Yes, there is.
where anything could happen.
No.
Don't want the mess.
This is one of the very early examples of the writer's attempt to overly sexualize this series. How could this have gone better? Something that I feel would have been more comfortable with my children watching. Delete, delete, delete.
It's about last night. It's part of the inquiry. Give us 10 minutes.
She deserves compensation.
Oh, we're talking millions.
Don't want the mess. Do you want a coffee?
Shortly after that first clip, we run into a scene with the Doctor wandering about the apartment. The first thing that he picks up is a tabloid in which the writers inject their first bit of LGBT indoctrination with a simple joke.
Don't want the mess. Do you want a coffee?
Might as well, thanks. Just milk.
We should go to the police. Seriously, both of us.
That won't last. He's gay and she's an
I'm
alien.
not blaming you, even if it was some sort of joke that just went wrong.
Sad ending.
Is this needed in order to have a good storyline? In fact, I believe this muddies the storyline, as you might say. Does this help in character development? The answer to these questions is no. So what can be done about it? Delete, delete, delete.
Milk.
We should go to the police. Seriously, both of us.
That won't last.
I'm not blaming you, even if it was some sort of joke that just went wrong.
Sad ending.
As we continue watching this episode, Rose goes over to her boyfriend's apartment to use his computer.
What?
Coffee.
Yeah, only if you wash the mug. And I don't mean rinse. I mean wash. Can I use your computer?
Yeah. Any excuse to get in the bedroom. Don't read my emails!
When she arrives, Mickey quickly makes a joke that will further the sexualization of the series. Do we really need to always have sex at the forefront of everything we watch? Delete, delete, delete.
What?
Coffee.
Yeah, only if you wash the mug. And I don't mean rinse. I mean wash. Can I use your computer?
Yeah.
As you can see, we do just fine without that extra fluff. Now, as we get closer to the end of this episode, we find the Doctor and Rose nearing the nesting consciousness to put a rest to this autumn invasion of London. They bring anti-plastic to stop the root cause of the problem, but we are talking about plastic here, so why not throw in a boob joke?
Think of it. Plastic all over the world. Every artificial thing waiting to come alive. The shop window dummies, the phones, the wires, the cables.
The breast implant.
Still, we found the transmitter.
Yet again, more rubbish that should never have made the script. Sure, adolescent boys might get a kick out of this sort of writing, but as an adult who wants to enjoy this program with his family, I don't want to have to explain to my cyber children what is happening here. Delete, delete, delete.
Think of it. Plastic all over the world. Every artificial thing waiting to come alive. The shop window dummies, the phones, the wires, the cable. Found the transmitter. The consciousness must be somewhere on.
As you can see, the writers and producers of the new Doctor Who series started right away with the change that pushes the sexualization. And this is just the beginning. The first episode started out very pale in comparison to what will be happening later on in the series. Will it be possible to fix these problems with the new series? I guess we will need to wait and see. Join me next time with episode 2 of Doctor Who, The Unwokening.